Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're building some really old Lego Star Wars sets. These are both from 2002. This is the Final Duel 2 set number 7201. This was released in 2002, as well as the Jedi Defense 1. This is set number 7203, which I believe was indeed released in 2002. Now, I was born in 1999, so that makes me about 3 years old when these sets came out. I actually remember building these very slightly when I was a young kid, but I've had these in my sealed collection for quite a while. So I figured it'd be a pretty fun video to go ahead, open these and build them and review them. They have the old figures. You guys can see here they have the old yellow figures with the droidekas and the battle droids. I've had these, like I said, sitting in my sealed collection for a long time, but I figured it'd be fun to build a set from when I was a child, like literally 3 years old. So let's just go ahead and get into it. Alrighty, so I don't really honestly care about the box, so I'm just gonna go ahead and open this up here. Now this set was made, like I said, in 2002, so it's been sealed for I don't even know how long. So here, first thing, we have a whole bunch of, oh my gosh, look at all the different lines of sets that we had in 2002. Harry Potter. Oh my gosh, look at that old ATST. That is remarkable. That is, whoa, that is really bad. But then here we have the sealed cape, it looks like. We have something about the Lego Club, which I don't really care about. But let's go ahead and get this on open here. Let's say it came with 2 droidekas and 1 Obi-Wan. Go ahead and open up the cape here. Oh my gosh, this thing, if you think about it, it's kind of crazy because this thing's been sealed for like years, almost 2 decades now. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm opening like a holy grail or something right now. This is kind of funny. Alrighty, that was interesting. One thing I actually noticed when I was building these is that a lot of the parts were stiff, like super stiff. But let's do a quick review of the first one before we go ahead and head on to the final duel. So like I said before, this is set number 7203, Jedi Defense 1, 58 pieces. Comes with an Obi-Wan yellow fig and 2 droidekas. First off, with the Obi-Wan figure, I really do love the chrome hilts. I wish that more came with them, although this probably isn't too realistic. I mean, the printing on the front's pretty standard. You can see a little Padawan like hair tied piece that goes down to the chest. Of course, no leg printing, and then there's a cape. Kind of funny that there's only one side of printing on this minifigure, as opposed to nowadays where we get 4 or 5 sides of printing, which is pretty nice. And then to top it off, you just have a brown smooth hair piece right there. So overall, I mean, like nowadays is pretty lacking, but for back then, this was pretty good. At this time, Lego Star Wars has only been around for about, what, 3 years, so pretty good for that. Next, we get to the droidekas. These guys, whoa. It's interesting to see how far Lego has come. Overall, the build is really simple. Obviously, that reflects in how you could see it. You can see Lego decided to use for the blasters, they have like the little revolver pieces, and then they have the binocular pieces attached to it. There's a lot of gray droid arms, lots of 2x2 modified plates right here for hinges, and then you can see on the very top we have those 2 like antenna pieces. And then on the bottom, to make the entire thing stand up, you do have the 2x2 transparent round brick. So, I mean, let's be honest, this is pretty bad, especially nowadays. But again, like I said, in 2003, this was pretty cool. I mean, if I was a kid, this thing, like, I could reenact the episode 1, the opening scene from that. So it came with 2 droidekas and then an Obi-Wan, which is really cool. But now with those guys out of the way, let's go ahead and unbox and open Final Duel number 2. First thing we got here looks like the same exact poster that we got in the previous one. We do have all the older themes right here. You guys could pause it if you want to take a trip down memory lane with Harry Potter, Jack Stone, Star Wars, all that cool stuff. Wow, this is a piece I have not seen in a very long time. Hopefully I can get this to focus. This is I don't even know what this would technically be called, but I don't think Lego makes this anymore, so that's kind of cool to have. But let me go ahead and get building this set, and we'll see what it's all about. It's interesting to see that early in these sets, all the minifigures actually came assembled with the head on top of it. That's kind of cool. I'm not too sure why Lego would actually switch that up. If any of you guys know why they would disassemble it and then make you assemble it now compared to before, let me know. Alright, that was a considerably easier and not as time-consuming build as the one before. So let's start off with the minifigures. First off, we do have a Luke Skywalker from episode 6. He, of course, does have his robotic hand on the right yellow fig. We have this tan-colored smooth hairpiece. Again, only one side printing, which is pretty standard, I guess, for this time around. We do have a chrome hilt and a green lightsaber. Overall, Again, today's standards, pretty whack, but back then this thing was the crap. Next up, we have an Imperial officer who has a smiley face, which just looks weird. Whenever I think of this figure, I think of like Emmett from the Lego movie, just dressed in Halloween in an Imperial officer costume. But that's besides the point. Again, one-sided printing, you can see the lapels and all the cool stuff that we have for the Imperial officer. Last but not least, perhaps one of the oldest figures now in my collection, we have the Stormtrooper, who surprisingly has no printing. I actually don't remember this thing having no printing on the face, but that's besides the point. Obviously, we do have the OG megaphone blaster, which is nice. The helmet and the mouthpiece just looks so old, and it feels old too, so it's definitely nostalgic to a certain extent. But obviously, you can make a cool little scene here of the Stormtrooper like walking through and escorting Luke Skywalker. Of course, you can just take his lightsaber off along with the officer too, so it's definitely like a nostalgic throwback set. Literally, there's maybe a dozen pieces in this entire thing, which is kind of crazy to think about. I think we had a total of 23 pieces, so if you do that minus the 5 or 6 per minifigure with the accessories, that's about 12 pieces, like I said before, maybe even 10. So if you guys enjoyed this little review of these older sets, I do want to do more of these like throwback OG sets. So if you guys have any suggestions for what older sets I should review next, let me know down below in the comments, guys. Of course, drop a like. Hope y'all enjoyed. I'll see you later. Take it easy. Peace.